With Brother Blood at full power and Connor left in critical condition, the Titans join forces to find and defeat Sebastian once and for all. Hello, entertainment enthusiasts. This is Ray, and this is the Fandom Realm, and today I'm reviewing episode number 12 of Season 4, the series finale of Titans. With that, I do just want to say, remember there are spoilers, so be aware. This is a little bit of a different format. I will tell you, all of the reactions are taped at the time I watched the video. Okay, everyone, here we go with the finale of Titans. This is the season finale and the series finale. With that, I'm doing a little bit of a different review here. This is more of a watch-along, and while there's not going to be any video, I am doing all the audio as I'm watching the final episode.
They changed the code.
Okay, so we have an invalid code.
I got this.
Okay,
No,
Tori's going to blast something. Also, he drops the horn back into that molten whatever it is. And here comes Trigon.
It was.
Oh, wow. That's a chilling effect.
It's lying.
Oh, there's Rachel.
Is she okay?
Oh, she's projecting herself. That is such a spooky voice.
Sebastian. You know you can't trust him.
He has something I need.
Oh, he's going to betray him. Holy cow, what the hell is going on? Oh my god, is Connor actually dead? What in the hell is going on? Oh my god. Okay, that was unexpected. He wanted all that power to himself.
Rachel.
Is he going to give that to her?
So what do you say?
I mean, you did just kill your dad.
You and me against the world.
You know I can.
Oh, chills. Ugh. What is that doing? It's like acid.
But I think I still have a little bit of room for you.
I really dig his mask, by the way.
Absorbed his power.
I'm getting chills. This is crazy. Now, boys and girls, that is what you call a cold frickin' open. And then that Titans music, oh my god.
He's not Sebastian anymore.
I mean, Connor is dead.
Brother Blood.
He's DEAD capitals dead.
getting back to the RV.
Oh my. Oh, what's that?
What is that?
Red kryptonite.
Okay, I don't know how I feel about this. I hate that they killed him, but I hate using stuff like that to bring him back. Aw, Crypto. It might take some time.
$7 o'clock's fine. Thank you.
Okay, what's all that about?
I didn't like you either.
Why not?
I like these two together. I always have.
Sounds like you're trying to say goodbye.
It does, and I don't like that at all.
Please don't.
Oh, wow. He said, please don't. The only thing I've wanted out of this entire show was to get those two together.
They're storing biochemical weapons. Kory, changing plans.
Oh boy.
Underground bunker. Come on.
Okay, they're all suited up. That's awesome. Oh,
Nice.
Tim.
Robin 3.0.
That makes me a little teary-eyed. That was nice. Love their outfits.
It was an illusion.
Well, that's not real effective.
The whole thing was a
Is that
distraction.
Nightwing costume a little different? Oh no, he's back at Star Labs. What's he gonna do here?
I was.
Hey, he remembers her name.
Why?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, he's coming back for revenge about his game. Oh, good. Our boy's awake. Oh, man. He's doing that to everybody. Did it happen to Bernard, too?
Hi. We've got trouble.
Hang on, let me put you on speaker.
He killed everyone he saw, and it's only luck he didn't see me.
What's the Icarus log?
Dick, we need to tell them.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, what is this?
Project Icarus is as close to the line as we've ever gone.
It's a wormhole.
Pretty much, yeah. The Icarus gate is
A wormhole.
It's programmable.
Wow.
completely operational. Except for one small problem. There isn't enough energy on Earth to run it.
He wants to destroy Tamarin. We represent everything he's not.
Okay, that's going to be enough to get Kory out of there. Oh, goodness.
You trying to steal my car again?
Can you all put on uniforms first, please?
I have a plan.
Better be a damn good one.
Bernard thinks he can get us inside the lab. Once we're in, we can destroy the Icarus gate.
Okay, fine.
Okay, I like a plan.
We're stronger together. You know we are.
But we're even on me.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm a little stressed.
Name is Brother Blood.
So he's pretty close to getting to that Icarus
I'm going to
project.
change the world. I need to engage your Icarus gate.
You would think they would have some type of security.
Password accepted.
Of course there's a password.
Become fully operative.
I'm assuming he just used magic
To the thermal
to do that.
10,000 suns.
A typical Tamaranian can generate well over 1,000 zettajoules of energy.
That's a lot of power. Where's he supposed to get that? Oh, so he's laying a trap for her. Man, that's a bloodbath.
I'm back, okay?
It's a little awkward right there. Why wouldn't you put it on the bottom floor? I would have thought that would have been better.
For as long as possible.
If he's got any surprises, I'm not seeing them.
She's not just going to destroy the gate, though.
Kory's gone.
Tim, car.
Where'd she just disappear to? Maybe some possession from Tamarin? Aw, Crypto's gonna wake him up. Okay, don't know how I feel about that.
Something's wrong. There's a meta-human assault squad guarding the door.
Wow.
That's the man.
They've got a metahuman assault squad.
Starfire's not his problem. She's his solution. He's gonna try to use her to power the gate.
Yep, you got that right. Ugh, I don't like any of this. Goodness. Ugh. Okay, so he was controlling her. This is what she had been seeing in her dreams or nightmares or whatever. Blast him. Just blast him right there.
When you had the chance.
Yes, she should have.
space to destroy a diamond.
Sebastian.
How is that even possible?
Deepest fear was that one day the people of Earth and the people of Tamaran would join forces. And he knew that if that happened, they would be unbeatable.
Like Starfire and Dick? That would be good.
You're thinking of destroying it, aren't you?
I hope she destroys it.
Sacrificing yourself to destroy me.
That's what she really wants to do.
Starfire. It's hungry for it. And you're the only person on Earth who can feed it.
Well, that's not good.
So
Now she's really going to sacrifice herself.
Gods don't die.
He thinks he's a god.
To realize that cruelty and pain are the only true principles of existence.
Boy, he's messed up. Boy, this episode seems like it's flying by.
6 armed. In cover.
Okay, he's gonna fight. Oh, I'd forgotten what her powers were. Oh, Tiger Guard, yes. Oh yeah, gotta love Nightwing.
Taker escape power sequence.
Well, that's definitely cheating. Why is she not able to control her own power? She does have cool power.
There.
Oh, good job, Bernard.
Power is at 17%.
So I guess if she's fighting it, it's not going to charge as fast.
Wormhole to Tamaran will be charged in 320 seconds.
You see?
Wow, that's pretty fast. Oh, yeah.
Kory!
You got to get her out of there.
Those black cables, they're the navigational guidance system. If you pull them out, you won't be able to target Tamaran. First cable down.
Oh.
3 to go.
Okay, so
Bernard, I can't set it.
that should help the cause. Uh-oh. That's bad for Dick now. Ooh. Tim, you've always been brave, boy.
For the record, that game you made fucking sucks.
But what happens if they can't target Tamarin?
Tamaranian.
Okay. Connor's got to be showing up soon. Ouch. Oh. What happens if you tackle him through there? Oh.
Power is at 95%.
Oh.
Commencing
Dick.
primary.
Oh no.
Fatigue camp.
Connor. Woo. About time he showed up. Oh. Oh, he's being electrocuted. All right, good. Kory's unhooked.
You're alive.
Don't assume he's dead.
Was I dead? I'll explain later.
Yes, you were dead. What's wrong?
It's over. We won.
Hey, at least he looks like he worked up a sweat there.
Then we'll be stronger too.
Oh, what are you going to do, Kory? What's she going to do? Oh, come on.
I can't.
Me neither. Let's just wing it.
He looks so heartbroken.
My story. You
He's
don't
back
get
up.
to be the fucking heroes! Kory!
Where is she taking him? Throw him in the sun. Throw him in the sun. Throw him in the sun and then come back. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. No explosion. Damn it, man.
And one for you.
What is this?
So perfect.
I think. It's a very old story.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm not understanding what's going on here.
Be kind to your fellow man.
Are they remembering back?
And Kryptonians. And animals.
And half demons.
Future yet to come.
I like that.
Is this a flashback? Yeah, I don't even know what that was.
She saved us. Dick. Come on.
Oh, what was that? Yes! Doesn't have the blue energy anymore. She's back to her yellow, orange, whatever it is, energy. Oh, thank goodness. Yes. Yes. Kiss, kiss, kiss. They haven't kissed since they had some fun in the first season. Okay, so what's coming on now? Okay, I guess this is like an epilogue. Whatever reservations he made earlier.
Leaving.
Oh, Gar's gonna go to the red. I still don't understand this whole red.
I don't know. But I won't be too far.
I applied for college.
Nice. Yes.
Rachel's going to college.
Time around regular kids. You know? But it's
Bloodhaven
fun.
College. Have I heard that? Aw. So where are you going? Okay, so he's going to go, Connor's going to go with Superman and learn how to fly.
You never know.
The group's breaking up. It's like a family growing up and going their different ways. And Dick and Kory are sort of mom and dad.
I'm not the same guy.
Connor's feeling guilty.
Real bad guys out there, they never ask that question. So keep asking.
So he thinks he's a bad guy because of some of those things he did. Dick's a good one to give that type of advice.
So,
I hope you two do stay together.
That if they ever did, they'd be unstoppable.
Yes, you two, come on. Oh, did he just say that?
Okay, let me buy you a
Yes, he
drink.
did.
Just one step at a time, huh?
So Dick and Kory, happily ever after. That's awesome. Oh, God, and that's all. All right, everybody, that is going to do it for the recap of the season finale of Titan. And what I've been doing is just going into what I'm going to call the review portion. I'm going to talk about ups and downs and sort of rant and rave and talk about just anything having to do with this episode. And then what I want to do before I end is I want to go back and actually talk about sort of the season and then also the series overall, and add a few things in there, and we'll see how long it takes. But I'm going to just say, to start with, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought the last episode and this episode were definitely the two best episodes of the season. I thought they were really well done for the most part. We didn't see a lot of huge plot holes or anything that was standing there. We may have advanced a little bit fast, okay, but they only had 12 episodes, and they ended up having to bring this to an end. What I don't know is if they had a situation where they knew at the start of the season that it was going to be in. I'd have to look that up. I'm not sure. If someone can actually answer that in the comments, I really would appreciate it. But with that, going through this, of course, the big thing here that was a surprise to me is they left the idea that Connor was dead. And you sort of knew when Dick gave him the red kryptonite that he was going to be okay eventually, probably come and save the day at the end. And so with that, of course, that's what he did. But that's a superhero movie. I know I've seen a couple of people say, well, it does the same old superhero thing. Well, I'm going to tell you, pretty much every superhero movie does the same thing. And so with that, I'll be honest, I was hoping a little bit that they were going to go ahead and let him die, okay? That's one of those things where I like Connor as a character, and I didn't really want him to die, but I thought it would have been one of those big-time statements by the showrunner that, big people in this show can die, okay? And so with that, I might talk something else about that a little bit later. But one thing the show hasn't been bad about is killing off character. Of course, from the first half of the season, they killed off Jinx, but she wasn't an old character. She was someone new that we had just actually been introduced. So I've got to say, I sort of liked how they used Connor there. Again, we all knew how that was going to turn out. We had a excellent fight with Brother Blood and the Titans and those that did have to get involved there. I thought that was an awesome fight. I'm just a little disappointed. I want to see some of these fights take place in the middle of daytime. Those are the fights that are extremely impressively choreographed. And if you film something at night, you can hide things and hide problems. And I think they've done that a bit. When I see Nightwing, Dick Grayson, when I see especially Robin, I'm expecting a lot of fighting. I'm expecting gadgets. I'm expecting kick butt. And I want to see every second of that. I don't want it to be sort of taken away from it being really dark. And so I think they did that a little bit. So that's not a total positive, but I really enjoyed the fights. Probably a little negative, and it could get to a big negative if I wanted to hound on it for a while, is, boy, I'm going to tell you, we had 2 episodes basically of this entire series going back to the first season, basically, with Trigon. And I don't know that he had more than 5 minutes of total airtime. And man, I was expecting he's this big bad. And man, Sebastian killed him just like that. I thought that was a little easy, to be honest, and a little fast. And so I am a little disappointed with that part of just this episode. I think that would have been something to have drawn out some. And of course, he did kill Mother Mayhem a second time as well. And that was awfully easy, to be quite honest. And so, those are just a couple little things going in there as well. One of the other things I really liked about the season was basically the growing relationship between Bernard and Tim. The only problem was, I don't know what was happening in this last episode, but I did not feel that same type of connection between the two. That feeling that they have that they're going to be together, and that chemistry that we had seen before. And I'm not really sure why that was, but what was there before, it just didn't seem, it seemed a little odd and a little forced. And, maybe I'm just reading a lot into it, but that's sort of what I'm going on. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I mostly liked what I'm going to call the epilogue, the very end, where, a lot of shows today are doing these epilogues where they show where all the characters go. And basically Titans decided to do this, and everyone is basically broke up. It was like a family. Dick and Kory were basically the mom and dad. And of course we saw that Rachel's going to college. Gar is going to do something in the Red. I've never really understood the Red, to be quite honest. And Connor's going off for lessons with Superman. And then Tim, who's now the new Robin, has to split time between Metropolis and Bernard and Gotham and the crime there, and trying to be its protector. And so with that, you sort of saw the family breaking up, and we got to see the different pieces of the family mature all the way through, and I think we did get to see that. Of course, I think probably this season was your grow up point for Connor and Gar, especially, and Tim Drake. I think this was their trajectory, was for them to grow up, for Tim Drake to become Batman. Of course, Connor had to experience, I'm going to just call it the dark side, and then whatever was going on in the Red, basically Gar had to realize that the doctor that he basically pretty much considered a dad, a father figure, was actually the one who caused his family's death. And so all that is leading the characters to grow up, and what happens when your family grows up? They end up leaving the house, they're going to college, they're getting jobs, things like that. So with that, that leaves Kory, Dick. Okay, now Kory and Dick, I'm going to tell you, I loved those two together from the very beginning. I really was hoping they were going to get together, stay together, and be together at the end. And I'm so happy that they are. The only problem is there wasn't a lot of a relationship built, I think, between the entire series. Okay, I'll go back to that in just a second. But at some point here, and I'd have to go back and watch the season again. At some point, Dick really started to realize he had feeling for Kory, and I think she sort of saw that as well. And that gets us there at the end. We get the idea that the Tamaranians and humans together can do great things, and so now they're going to run off and try to have baby. Of course, they did see a premonition earlier in the season, with Dick and Kory having children. All right, and so with that, that is going to probably wrap up my episode chat. What I want to do now is go and talk more about the season and the series. And I don't have a ton to say. Of course, I usually say that and I ramble for 20 minutes. But just something I want to say on the entire season. I hate these season breaks. I think it would have been much better off just watching this all the way through. I know HBO Max needed content to put out there at different points, and so they wanted to take that break, but I really thought there was a break that wasn't needed. And I wonder if they added that in there to get that time period, and that may have caused some of these episodes not to feel like they were all that authentic. And you might ask, what am I talking about? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Basically, when they came back, episode 7, 8, especially, those were basically in the Cause Folly. I thought those were terrible episodes. They were just not good. I think I gave them a C, and I probably could have given worse. And then we had the episode with Gar and the Red. I'm not real big on that episode either. I know a lot of people thought it was the best episode of the season. I just haven't really gotten into the Red and that whole idea, because everything it throwed in there in episode 9, why did we need it? It didn't end up really helping Gar. It's one of those things where it just felt like they threw it in and didn't need it. Same thing with episode 7, episode 8. We could have skipped from 6 to basically 10 and not missed anything. Okay, that's just the honest truth, especially if we'd have taken away the end of the first season or the first half of the season. And so that's something that just bothers me a little bit, and I wonder if they tried to stretch it out, because it just felt different. Now, one of the other things I wanted to mention and go back on, and because it's a little bit of I'm having a hard time deciding whether it's a positive or a negative, and that's Kory and Dick. As I said earlier, I love the fact that they're getting together. I have wanted that for the very first, but with that, there's hasn't been a lot of character development to get them here. Okay, they're here. I'm glad, but we could tell an entire story about trying to get them there. And it's not a story we basically saw in 4 seasons of Titan. And so that's something that bothers me a little bit as well. I wanted to see more development between them. I mean, there was never Dick flirting with her or really her flirting back. I don't think we saw a kiss since basically season 1, maybe right here at the end, but it was just odd, the development for those two characters. And so that's a little disappointing for me, and I thought they could have done a better job of developing them over the season. I will say, however, and I've already mentioned it a little bit, I thought overall the showrunners did a great job of casting this group, getting them come together with a bunch of good chemistry, and ultimately having them work together really, really well. And so I thought they did a great job at that. I think they always were sort of a group that were learning from Dick. Of course, Dick is the older Robin. He was the older sort of mentor. He started out as a cop, and he was able to sort of help them develop over time. And I really liked that. I thought all the actors did a great job. I can't think of really anybody that had a bad time. And so with that, I think they did a very good job with chemistry and putting everyone together. And, they also did a good job, maybe not the best, but they did a good job of breaking down characters with each other. I think it's really nice when, say, Gar and Rachel are together, or Tim and Bernard, or Dick and Kory. They always have very important scenes, but those might be the main groups, or Gar and Connor. Those might be the main groups, but sometimes you get Gar and Dick. You get Kory and Connor. And I thought they always did a good job of switching things up and really getting them to work together and build a relationship. So I really enjoyed those relationship building moments. Now, last thing really just on the season, I thought the first half of the season was much stronger than the second half. I really think probably they could have done this in 8 episodes and probably had even better of a series this year. I'm sad to see it go, but I thought it went out on a very good note. I'm glad it went out with sort of the epilogue moment where we got to find out where everyone went. I'm really glad they didn't try some craziness to end us on some type of a cliffhanger. I really appreciate it. Now, last thing I'm going to talk about, everybody, and that is the entire series, okay? And probably 2 little things here. The first thing is, and probably it might be the only thing I'm going to talk about, really, sort of the unevenness of this series and sort of how it started out. And what I mean, when Titans started, I was huge into this show because when we first got to see the first advertisements, we got that classic commercial, that classic preview of Dick Grayson as Robin saying F Batman, and not just saying F either. And so with that, along with the lighting and the fight and just the brutalness of it, I really thought we were going to get one show that was going to be brutal. It was going to be basically this rogue type Robin, but a Robin who's going to a Dick Grayson who is growing out of being Robin. Of course, he was very much blaming Batman, which that was awesome. I don't think we've really seen that happen before. And heck, I think it was the second or third episode, Dick and Kory hooked up. They didn't know each other for crap, and they already had a hookup moment. And that's when I originally thought, man, they'd make a really good couple. But first season, for the most part, it kept that tone that you saw, that sort of gritty tone, really dark, not lots of bright color. It was something I felt was really almost new when we talk about superhero and TV show. However, something happened between that first and second season. And again, I invite anybody to throw some comments out there and tell me what they think happened. But between that first and second season, there was some issues somewhere. There were some folks who changed their minds on what they wanted, because you went from this gritty, front edge average sort of crime superhero drama type deal to all the other all the other superhero dramas in the world. And I'll be honest, I would have made that original gritty Titans. It could have been an A easy, but whatever happened, they just threw it out there and made it average, in my opinion. And the second season, third season, of course, we threw in some other heroes. I like those. We had, of course, we got to see Aqualad getting killed. We got to see basically Wonder Girl come in. Of course, she would have had some type of relationship with Robin, most likely. But with all that going on, you were in a situation where more and more characters, more and more bright colors. It just didn't seem like the same show as season. Okay, so that's something I do have issues with. Now, I've enjoyed all 4 seasons of Titan, and the last thing I'm going to say that's sort of a negative is I don't like superhero movies, witchcraft, and magic. Okay, I know you're saying, well, you have Superman, you have the Flash with power. Yeah, but the problem is with magic, those people are never going to get to use those powers, and you always have to find somebody that's magic to help. And I'm just not a big fan of that. And so that was also a little bit of a negative for me for the whole series. Now, let me give a grade. I'm trying to get away from grades, but I'm going to give a grade. I'm going to give the last 2 episodes probably an A- and a B+ together. And with that, I'm going to give the season, boy, those last 2 brought it up in my eyes, but I can't give the season more than a plus. There were really some bad episodes there. And I'm going to give the series overall basically a C. And I don't think it ever did anything that made it must-watch. Okay? Now with that, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the reviews of Titans. I am glad that this last half of the season we got to do video reviews. And with that, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. It's going to help us a lot. We're trying to get to 400 subscribers. Also, with that, please comment below. I know a lot of you have things to say and not all of you agree with. So let's get those comments coming. And then finally, smash that like button and let's do some business. And with that, have a great day, and I'll see you next time on the Fandom Realm.